have to enhance your confidence. You will hear me talk about this so much, but honestly, confidence is a huge culprit for why a lot of women do not achieve success and do not go after what they want in life. Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're getting into all the tips about leveling up and becoming your dream woman. I see so much content about dream woman, level up tips, and that kind of stuff on YouTube, but I wanted to share my perspective, especially with my knowledge as a life coach and a motivational speaker. I feel like it's really important to understand that it's a very holistic approach. If you want to level up and become your dream woman, it starts on the inside and then it radiates outside. So there are internal things that you'll need to do, and there are also external things that you need to do. So my comprehensive list will include both of those categories, and I hope it's really helpful for you on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. The first thing, and I think this is the most important step that people often skip, and that is why they are not sure where they are going in life, you have to define your dreams and your direction. You can't start implementing tips to level up or to reach certain goals in your life if you don't know where you are going. This could be the reason why you have had so many failed attempts at becoming your dream woman so far, because you didn't have specific ideas of where you wanted to go to. What was your destination? What does this life actually look like and feel like, and how can you make that a reality for yourself? So one thing that I want you to focus on is to clearly outline your path, figure out what your goals and aspirations are, and then create a very specific and achievable, manageable step-by-step plan to get where you would like to be. Next up, we're going to be focusing on one of the external aspects of leveling up and becoming your dream woman, which is devoting time to your personal appearance. You have to actually look the part of the woman you want to become. What does she wear? How does she style her hair? What is her go-to everyday makeup routine? What type of fragrance does she smell like when she walks into a room? These are all important things to consider because it is a complete aura or an overhaul of your persona that you have to go through in order to become this dream woman. My biggest tip in order for you to actually achieve the look of your dream woman is to make sure that you are setting aside time for maintenance. You cannot simply just let things go. If you know that your dream woman always has a fresh manicure, a nice pedicure, her hair done, her lashes done, beautifully done makeup, groomed eyebrows, moisturized skin, then you have to actually make time for those things to occur. I know it's not always easy to squeeze in time for maintenance, so one of my other tips is to make sure that you can do a lot of these things yourself. Learning to do maintenance services myself has been super helpful because I'm not dependent on someone else. I'm pretty sure we have all been there. We have had a hair appointment and our hair girl cancels on us, and then it's like complete breakdown because at this point, I don't know what to do. I am stuck. I'm looking a mess and now I'm feeling a mess. So if you learn how to have at least some go-to hairstyles that always look really nice and sleek, that is going to be helpful for you. Sure, it may not be the perfect style that you envision that your stylist is going to do for you, but it's something that you're able to do on your own. It's very manageable, it's very attainable, and it is still going to look really nice. So for myself personally, I learned how to do my own nails, my own hair, my own lashes, and that has helped tremendously because I don't have to rely on someone else for a service. And if it's something that's not in my budget for that particular month, I don't have to worry about it because instead of spending hundreds of dollars to get a maintenance service done, I'm able to spend a fraction of the price, do it myself, and still look really good, really polished, and really put together. So it's going to take work. It is not going to be easy, but you cannot be lazy when it comes to your personal appearance and how you are putting yourself together. You always want to go out and put your best foot forward. And if we're being honest, you have to make sure that you look the part, you look nice, and you present yourself really well. So figure out again what your dream woman does, what she wears, what she looks like, how her nails look, all of those things, and make sure that you're starting to implement that maintenance routine into your life. Don't be caught out here looking less than your best. You always should present extremely well when you are going out into the world, and that is going to make you feel really great about yourself as well and exude that dream woman energy. Next up, we're heading back to the internal portion of leveling up and becoming a dream woman, which is continuous learning. You have to embrace a growth mindset and also continue to seek opportunities to learn and to grow and to develop new skills. Again, this does not have to be an expensive endeavor. Yes, you can take professional development courses or continuing education foundation courses. Those are really great. However, they can tend to be costly. So if you're trying to level up and become your dream woman on more of a budget, utilize free resources. There are so many books, podcasts, and YouTube videos about becoming a more inquisitive or knowledgeable person. Figure out what you want to learn. What do you want to add to your repertoire? Are there words that you want to learn in order to expand your vocabulary? Is there a new experience or skill or hobby that you want to try? Is there a language that you're interested in learning? There are so many different things that you can do as far as leveling up in relation to your intellectual ability. So figure out what that looks like for you. Again, thinking of that dream woman, what does she do? Does she speak multiple languages? Does she have a skill where she's able to do a ton of like DIY projects? What does that dream woman look like? What does she do? Those are the things that you have to consider and start to learn more about and build your skill set as you're building towards becoming that dream woman and leveling up your life. Next up, let's talk all about building a network. I know when we hear the term networking, sometimes we only think about it from a career aspect. People say it's about who you know. If you want to get new opportunities, you have to network and expand your circle from a professional standpoint. However, networking is also extremely important in your personal life. Have you ever met someone that's like, oh, I've got a guy for that? It seems like they have a guy for everything, but honestly, having a guy for everything or a girl for everything comes in handy a lot because you know that you can rely on that person to take care of the specific need in the area of their expertise. So if you have a goal to become a successful woman in your personal or your professional life, you have to build a network of supportive people who are going to uplift you and support you and encourage you along the way. It is crucial to have a strong, supportive network of like-minded individuals who are also on the same path and on that same journey. Not people who are going to be jealous or envious of your success, but people who are also working on their own thing, they're in their own bag, but they also want to see you grow and progress and win in life. So whether that is just generally through your friend groups or through some type of mentorship or life coaching program, find your people. Your people are going to be there for you through twists and turns and many different stages of your evolution. But again, being around that energy is going to be so important for you to be creative and to continue to stay motivated and to have that clear mindset of where you're going and the support and people to help you get there. And the next tip is you have to cultivate work-life balance. I know not everyone has a secular job. However, there's usually something in your life that you are working on, whether you're building your own business or taking care of your home, that can take a lot of your time. So you have to make sure that you're finding balance throughout your daily routines. One of the best ways to make sure that you're able to do this is by implementing self-care and actually scheduling it in. This will help you to make sure that you have a healthy balance between your personal and your professional commitments. So for example, if I know that I haven't had that much time to pour into myself, my work life has been really, really busy, even if it's just one day a month, I will take that one day a month and focus solely on my self-care. Going to get a massage, getting a facial, spending time alone, going to eat by myself, maybe going on a solo date or going shopping, or sometimes simply just sitting in silence. Whatever you need, make sure that you're setting aside time to be able to do that. I would love to be able to devote a self-care day to myself more than once a month, but for now, once a month is what works for me. And then you can figure out a cadence that works for you. If that's once a month, once every 2 months, even if it's just once a quarter, make sure that you are setting aside that self-care time. It is so crucial and so important because that gives you time to focus on yourself, to pour back into yourself, to sit and envision what you want your life to be like and how to become that dream woman and actually take the steps towards becoming her. And my sixth tip is related to getting the bag. You have to explore financial literacy. Not being financially savvy is not going to help you at all. It's actually going to harm you, and you're going to realize that you have missed out on so much money and so many opportunities and so many options to set yourself up for success in the future simply because you did not have financial literacy skills. So you have to equip yourself with financial knowledge. This is not something that you're taught in school, and a lot of people are not taught this growing up in their homes either. So you have to go out and seek that information and gain that knowledge for yourself. Being financially savvy is going to help you to make informed decisions, especially regarding your finances, and it's also going to secure your financial independence now and well into the future. So what are some of the things that you can do to help yourself become more financially literate? Well, talk to a professional. That may mean that you have to work with a financial advisor for a short amount of time. yes, that is going to also be a financial investment. However, if the investment is small and the payoff is worth it, then definitely consider speaking with a financial advisor who can help you to make really good decisions and set yourself up for success moving forward. Another great option is to speak to your accountant, the person that does your taxes. For example, if you own a business, like we have an LLC, speaking with our accountant helps us make sure we're getting all the write-offs that we should be getting. We are using our business funds in the right way in order to help our business grow and to benefit ourselves financially in the long run. Again, a professional always knows what they're doing. Yes, our accountant is not cheap. It is an investment. However, that investment continues to pay off and help us grow toward our financial goals. And the last thing that you can do that does not require really any investment is to do as much financial research as you can. Go on a deep dive on Google, read different books about finances, watch different videos on YouTube about finances to figure out some things that you can do now to start building toward becoming financially successful, financially independent, and then eventually working toward financial freedom based on the steps that you have taken in life to put yourself into a really good spot. And remember, sometimes things that look super appealing right now will make you spend your money, but that is not going to help you build toward what you really want in life. To be able to get your dream car or to get your dream home or maybe to cut back on work. If those are things that you want in life, you have to figure out a reasonable plan to help you get there, and spending frivolously is not the plan. So one thing that I've done to help myself with budgeting is I tried out a no shop month, and it really helped me a lot to understand how much I was just frivolously shopping. Like I would see something on Instagram stories, click the link and buy it. And it's like I didn't really need all of those things. So what I've done is throughout the month, as I see things that I'm like, oh, I could use that, I put it on a list of potential purchases that I'm going to make. At the end of the month, if I still feel like that's something that I want or need, then I will go ahead and purchase it. But again, still maintaining a budget. So I'm not just spending randomly throughout the month. At the end of the month, I'm able to do an audit and make decisions for what I want and what I actually need. And then I can make those purchases, and it's not as big of a dent into my finances as it would be if I was just buying here, there, and everywhere. Because honestly, by the end of the month, there's a lot of things that I'm like, I don't really need that, or I found something else, I'd rather get this. And so it really helps to go through that process before you just continually spend your money. And tip number 7 is you have to enhance your confidence. You will hear me talk about this so much, but honestly, confidence is a huge culprit for why a lot of women do not achieve success and do not go after what they want in life. It can be because they feel like they don't deserve it, or they're just feeling scared or overwhelmed about the idea of going through that process. You do not want a lack of confidence to be something that is holding you back in life. I actually made a video about confidence one-on-one with some really helpful actionable tips that you can take. So I'll make sure that I link this in the card here above so you're able to check that out if confidence is an area that you would like to work on and grow in. It is not easy. I definitely feel like confidence building is probably the most challenging part in working on leveling up your life and becoming your dream woman. But when you visualize what that life looks like and understand that you have to be confident and put yourself out there in order to get to that point, then it is going to make it worth it for you, and it's going to be a huge motivation as well. Now, staying on the inward or internal portion of leveling up and becoming your dream woman is about your communication style. You have to work on being able to communicate and be vulnerable when necessary inside before you take it into an environment where you have to externally communicate with others. So first, work on communication with yourself. How are you speaking to yourself? Is it positive? Is it uplifting? Is it something that is focused in optimism? If it's negative, throw that out and rewire your thinking and your thought patterns, focusing on a growth mindset that is going to help you with your internal positivity. And that will then fully shine outward as you are communicating with others. So then once you've honed those communication skills, you are able to effectively express your ideas, negotiate effectively when needed, and build strong, lasting connections that are going to be helpful for you in various aspects of your life. You also want to really focus on learning how to speak up for yourself and realize why that's so important. If you are not speaking up for yourself, there are so many things that can go wrong and you are not going to have any control over it because you simply did not say anything. So practice tactfully getting your point across with a solution in mind. You don't want to just be talking for the sake of talking. You want to talk and speak and engage with others with a solution that is going to be helpful for whatever problem or challenge that you are encountering. But speaking up for yourself is going to be crucial, and that's also linked to your confidence and your self-esteem as well. So as you work toward building your confidence, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable speaking up for yourself in a variety of settings and realize how that's positively impacting your life. And tip number 9 is you are definitely going to have to develop resilience in becoming your dream woman. The journey is not going to be easy. It is not going to be straightforward. There will be challenges, setbacks, and failures that will make you feel like there is no point in continuing and you should just go ahead and give up. And I know that this has happened to so many people on their initial journeys to leveling up, and that's why you're at the point of needing to start over, because you gave up on yourself at some point in the past. But you have to be focused on tackling your challenges with a positive and determined mindset. There's no option to give up. Because if you're giving up on a goal that you're working toward, you're giving up on yourself and you're giving up on the dream life and the dream woman that you want to become. So if you do not want that to happen, you have to stay focused, you have to stay on track. So if something comes up that is a setback or a challenge for you along the way, create a plan. What can I do to solve this? Is there a workaround? What can we do to pivot in order to still get to our ultimate goal? It may not go the way that you thought it would go or as perfectly as you had envisioned, but it can work out if you have resilience and are willing to continually put in the work. And my last and final level up tip for this video is that you have to advocate for yourself. Actively seek opportunities to negotiate for what you deserve and also promote your achievements. You're probably doing really great and amazing things that deserve to be celebrated. So first, you have to celebrate them for yourself, and then share that with others. Share your achievements, share things that you've been working toward, share the hard work that you have been putting in, because that can create so many other opportunities for you that you had never imagined before. And when you think about advocacy, it really does tie directly into standing up for yourself. And this could be in the smallest things. I remember actually one of the reasons I stopped going to the nail salon to get my nails done, because I was like, I have to continually advocate for myself every time I come here. I had to say, no, I don't like that shape. Don't use that little cheese grater thing. Don't file too hard. Like, I'm paying you. So why am I having to be the one to stand up for myself in all of these situations? But honestly, those things can seem small, but even things like going to the nail salon, getting your hair done, standing up for yourself and letting them know what you want and what you don't like is a really great first step to start practice standing up for yourself and advocating for yourself in larger things like your personal and your professional life. So I think overall, the most important thing to remember when it comes to advocating for yourself is don't just let life happen to you. Build, create, design a life that you love, a dream life that you have envisioned for so long and that you have worked so hard for. You deserve it. Put in the work and start to reap the benefits. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful for you on your journey to leveling up. Please comment below which tip you found to be most helpful and you're planning to implement in your own life. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at AffirmationsWithAmber.